Welcome to Survival Dispatch. Several months back, I purchased a pair of Fall Raven Vita Pro pants. They're a $150 pair of pants, right? And I thought it'd be worth it because of the adventure that I was going on. I needed some durable, quick drying pants that were really going to serve me well. And after just a couple of uses, a couple of days of wearing them, I ripped a giant hole in these pants just from breaking some kindling by hand. Nothing crazy, nothing that I wouldn't do on a normal everyday basis that I haven't done my entire life. And I ripped this giant big hole that needed to be patched. After contacting the company twice, they finally got back to me and said that their warranty doesn't cover tears or anything like that to the material, and that they would be potentially willing to send me a piece of fabric of the G1000 fabric to patch them. And I thought, for a $150 pair of pants, only after wearing them 2 times, I just feel like I got robbed. These pants, these Dickies, are $35. I've worn these for about a year now. Been on my knees working, doing whatever, and I have not torn any holes in them. Broke lots of kindling, split a bunch of wood, and been out in the woods beating them up, and they have got 0 holes in them. They're about 60-65% cotton, and the rest man-made materials. And I thought to myself, there's absolutely no reason why I can't wax a pair of pants like this and get them to have kind of the same advantages of the Fall Raven pants, but at a fraction of the cost. So it's pretty chilly out here today, so it might take a second to kind of warm up this wax. Doing it inside would be probably a better idea, but I'm already set up out here, so that's what we're gonna do. But basically, all you do is you rub this wax, this bar of wax, into the fabric, and then you add some heat. You apply some heat to it, either with a heat gun, a hair dryer, or an actual iron. That probably would work the best, but I'll probably just use a heat gun since I've got one right here handy. You rub it into the fabric, and get a nice thin layer of wax on all of the fabric, everywhere, every square inch of it. And then you melt that wax, and it impregnates the fabric and gives it those water-resistant capabilities. And actually, the friction of rubbing the wax on the pants is actually warming it up a bit. You can feel the warmth in it, and it's starting to work a little bit better. Maybe I'm the one that's out of line. I don't know. That $150 pair of pants should last a long time, more than 2 days. Maybe I'm being unreasonable. All right, so now that I've coated the pants with just a light layer of wax, I'm gonna put some heat on it and get that wax to melt into the fabric. You can see it, as you do it, you can kind of see it start to melt. You can see the wax turn to a darker, wetter looking color, and that is it kind of seeping into the fabric. Okay, now that I've hit the pants on both sides with the wax with one coat, I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole pair of pants again for a second coat. And when I finish that, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hit the areas that are most likely to get wet, for like the seat of my pants, my butt when I sit down on the wet ground, my knees, and then around the bottoms of the pants, the ankles. Hit that with a third coat, and that should be enough. Now, you're giving up some breathability when you do this because you're kind of sealing up the pores of the material. You're giving up some breathability, but you're adding a little bit of resistance to the water, and I feel like that's a fair trade-off. You don't want to do too heavy because then you really block them off, and then it'll be like wearing a pair of trash bag pants. You don't want that. So, second coat. If you guys haven't already checked out the Survival Dispatch Insider, make sure you do, because it's jam-packed full of really useful information, and I think you'll dig it. I'm gonna give them a test run, but before I do that, I want you to make sure you hit that thumbs up. Oh yeah, that works good. So the pants, they're not waterproof, they're water resistant, and that's kind of what I was going for. And that's the same feature that immediately turned me on to the Fall Raven pants. But now that I've waxed these $30 pair of pants, I can get 5 pairs of these, wax them up myself, and for the same price as one of those, and watch the water bead off of them. And that took me 10 minutes maybe. Man, this wind has been driving me crazy today. It won't stop blowing, and I know that it's driving you nuts too when you have to listen to it. But so not only do my pants shed water better because of the wax, they also won't absorb as much water. So if they should happen to get wet, they won't be saturated because that wax has taken up all of those empty spaces in the fabric, and it's not gonna let them get so sopping wet. So $150 pair of pants versus $30 pair of pants. I don't know. But one thing you do need to make sure of is that you don't wash the pants every time you wear them, because if you do that, you will wash the wax out of them, and then you'll lose that waterproofness. So only wash them really when you need to. I wear my pants pretty much until they're filthy. I wear them pretty much all week, and then wash them out. And that's just how I roll. If they don't stand up by themselves, they're not dirty enough. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.